Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. It makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Oh, what's up, y'all? Oh, Star. I did an unboxing video and I forgot to upload it. I'm going to have to upload it. I'm going to upload it when I get off of here. But my Star sent me a gift, you guys, and I did get it yesterday. And I recorded a whole video, Star, and I forgot to upload it. But I'm going to upload it I'm going to upload it as soon as I get off of here. And thank you. I'm not going to let y'all see what it is. I'm going to let y'all pull up the I'm going to let y'all see the video. But thank you so much for thinking of me. And it's the perfect gift for me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for liking the new intro. Thank you. Now, we're not going to be here long. We are not going to be here long. Earlier today, we found out that the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion was today. And then Bravo dropped the seating chart. Y'all know that for the last maybe about the last 2 years, Bravo has started dropping the seating chart whenever they have this reunion, which sort of gives an indication of where the reunion is going to be, the direction of the reunion. Of course, the bloggers and everybody has a whole conversation about, maybe if I could pack this snow up and send it to LA, I would in a New York minute. Do you hear me? And we're definitely going to continue to pray for everybody affected. If you are affected, I would like to find a local charity for us to try to donate to. If you have if you know of a family that needs help, email me. I don't have a lot of money, but we can definitely try to raise some money amongst the tribe. If not, then I will link up with the Red Cross, which I really would prefer to find a more local charity. But if we can't find that, then we'll link up with the remember I used to do the fundraisers. We'll do a fundraiser for the Red Cross. But we're definitely keeping our prayers. So many people have lost their homes, their businesses, just everything in a matter of minutes. Everything you worked towards just gone, and I cannot imagine. So we're just going to continue to keep our thoughts and prayers. And again, if you know somebody that was affected, please reach out, let me know. Maybe we can adopt a family or something along those lines with the tribe. Okay. It is. It is. But yeah. It almost now I don't even want to talk about Karen now because I feel like who cares about Karen? You know, after that, oh my gosh, my coworker's house burned down. All that's left is a door frame. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear it. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry to hear just the devastation. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh. Well, let's talk about Karen. I don't even care about Karen now, but let's go and talk about Karen. So the reunion was filmed today, and as soon as they dropped the the seating chart. Sorry, y'all. As soon as they dropped the seating chart, we realized that the Grand Dame was not there. Karen Huger was noticeably missing. So, of course, speculation immediately started on where is Karen, where is Karen, where is Karen? And we soon found out through her rep, and I'm going to read you guys this her rep said the following. Karen made the important decision to enter a private recovery program, so was unable to attend the reunion taping today. She was fully supported in her choice. We stand behind Karen as she embarks on this meaningful journey and are proud of her for taking such a significant step forward in her personal growth. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, she's just a coward. How dare she? She just did that to get out of having to face, the people at the reunion, yada, yada, yada. Then, but I've also heard people saying that I told y'all, and I'm going to drop the link for a few minutes. We ain't going to be here long. We'll be here about 20 minutes. I'm going to drop the link. We'll be here about 20 minutes. I told y'all Karen should have gone into rehab as soon as that arrest happened, especially knowing what that tape was. Now, she may not have known how bad the tape was in the beginning, but certainly once her lawyer got a copy of that tape, which please know her lawyer got a copy of that tape long before they went to court. Once her lawyer got a copy of that tape, Karen should have immediately went into rehab and tried to get some sort of plea deal. Absolutely, she should have. Absolutely, she should have. There was absolutely no other reason other than ego that Karen Huger should have taken that case to court, much less continue to talk about how innocent she was. I think that Karen should have gone into rehab. So Xavier said, do I think she should have sat out the season? She would have had to, if she had gone into rehab, she would have, because remember, this happened during the season. This happened, right before they started filming or what have you. So had she gone into rehab, yeah, she would have had to sit out the season, because even if she had gotten out of rehab while they were filming, it probably would not have been a good idea for her to come back in mid-season or towards the end of the season. So yeah, she should have taken the season off. She should have gone into rehab and handled her personal business. I think Bravo would have held her held her spot. Especially since that would have been her storyline. I mean, let's just call a thing, especially since that would have been her storyline coming back. Yeah, she should have sat this one out. Now, the problem is you went to trial, you were convicted, and then the tape comes out. Now you're dealing with not just privately knowing how bad this was, but publicly knowing, and all of us knowing. Do I think that she went into rehab to avoid the reunion? I don't. I think I think us as fans, I think we have overinflated our importance. I absolutely do not think Karen went into rehab to avoid the reunion. I think Karen went into rehab to try to avoid jail time, which is what she should have done the day she got arrested. The day after she got arrested, Karen ass should have been in rehab. So I do not think Karen went into rehab to avoid coming to the reunion. I just don't. I think you guys are overinflating our importance for the people that are like, she did this just to avoid the reunion. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Karen did this to save, one, to try to save her job, and two, to try to keep her ass out of jail. That's my opinion. Now, that's my opinion. Do I think that her missing the reunion is a great perk of her going into rehab? Yeah, it's a great perk. It's a great side effect of it, but I do not think that was her goal. I think her goal, her attorney probably told her at this point, all you can do is throw yourself on the mercy of the court. And the best thing you can do is try to show that you recognize you have a problem and that you are getting help for your problem. And the best way to do that is take your ass to rehab. Now, I'm not even going to blame her attorney because your attorney is only as good as a client allows you to be. I do not believe, in my opinion, I don't know this man. I don't know her attorney. But I do not believe that once her attorney looked at that tape, that he advised her to fight. I do not believe that once her attorney saw that tape, he advised her to fight this. I think Karen's ego. And let's just call a thing, y'all. You know, Robin got a lot of heat earlier this week because on her and Giselle's podcast, Robin made the statement that she wasn't surprised by it, and nothing that she saw surprised her. Y'all got to remember, and I know a lot of people don't like Robin, so they just want to give Robin the blues. But y'all got to remember, these women know Karen. These women know Karen. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Oops upside your head said her whole neighborhood that she grew up is completely gone. We talked about that a few minutes. I almost, like I said, my heart isn't even really in this commentary, but I really, really, really feel bad about what's going on in California. Robin, the only one who knew how Karen really drinks, if we're going to talk about it. No, Giselle knew. Giselle knew. Listen, they've been telling us for years that Karen likes to drink. Thank you, boo. It's a mixture, actually. It's actually a mixture. It's a Juvia's Place gloss. Is this Juvia's Place gloss? And then I have this. This is from the crayon case. This is old, child. This is so old. I probably need to throw it away. But this is from the crayon case. So it's actually a mixture. They've been telling us for years that Karen is drunk, right? That Karen likes her drink. And we've actually seen it on camera. Y'all remember the night that Karen got drunk over at Monique's beach house, lake house, whatever, when she was drunk. I mean, she was slurring and everything. I'll never forget that live. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Dr. Matt. I'll never forget that live where Karen was on live with Monique, that season 5, and Ray literally had to come and walk Karen off because Karen was so drunk, and some of the stuff she was saying was so, so off the wall, and literally Ray came and got her, and Monique was doing everything trying to be nice about it, but Monique was like, Ray, come get Karen. I think Karen is tired, y'all. Karen is tired. No, Karen wasn't tired. Karen was drunk. Karen wasn't tired. Karen was drunk. You remember them, Karen talking about drinking, right? About Karen drinking Fireball, right? We've heard these stories about Karen, and we know that Karen has a DUI already. We know that when the show started, when Real Housewives of Potomac started, Karen already had a DUI. We know that, like, that's over 10 years ago, but still, she's already had at least one DUI. So I don't think that the people who know Karen, around Karen, find this are surprised by this, which is another reason why I wonder who was she with that night that she got caught, because she said she was leaving a friend's house. What friend let you drive like that? Because Karen was clearly drunk. Now, unless she left that friend's house and went somewhere else and had some more drinks, unless she had liquor in the car and was still drinking, I don't know, but Karen was sloshed. Karen looked like she was drinking gasoline. Karen was gone. I mean, that wasn't a couple of glasses of wine drunk. That was, I done drank a fifth or something drunk. Like, Karen was drunk. Now, I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up and give their opinion. Like I said, we ain't going to be here long because Traders drops at 9. And I want to go over there and watch me some Traders. And I actually got to go back to work tomorrow. Cherie says she has 4 DUIs. She might. Because y'all know a lot of times the first time, they'll let you go through a program and they'll take it off your record and all of that. She may have more than one DUI, but we know one for certain. The The friend might have been equally as drunk. Maybe. Oh, excuse me. It drops at 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah, and this last call, y'all have until 9 o'clock to send your pics over to Kiss My Cheeks. I'm glad my 3:30 a.m. day is over. Yeah, I got to go back to work tomorrow, but look, how could I complain about going back to work on a Friday? How could I complain, right? Look at Angela. Angela was here quick, honey.
Yeah. Hello, beautiful people. How's everybody doing?
What's going on? Hey, Angela. How are you, my love?
You know, we here to talk about the lady with the amazing set of coincidences.
Not the amazing set of coincidences.
We love it for her. You know, you said it. What you said earlier, I agree with, and I have a way I always sum that up, which is two things can be true at the same time. You see, while this was extremely not about the reunion, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Since I've been in my law bag, I know good and well she's in rehab to stay out of prison. She's in rehab to stay out of jail. Because I don't care what level of scrutiny you thought you might have got from a 60-minute or a couple 60-minute episodes of a show segments, that is not enough to bail out on a contract. To show up to, to show up to do what you got to do. Also, if she said that Bravo was fully supporting her behind it, that means that there was a law conversation that happened where they said, so we're going to breach this contract about not being at your stuff. And I'm betting she's going to be on the next season to have to talk about all her legal struggles.
And not only do I bet she's going to be on next season, but I also bet that sometime between now and when the new season drops, there's going to be a one-on-one between her and Andy.
Oh, down.
I do believe there'll be a conversation with Andy prior to the new season.
You don't think we're gonna get a snippet of it during the reunion?
No, because I don't think she's talking to anybody right now. I think she really is in rehab.
Oh, I agree with that. Oh,
yeah. No, I don't think we're going to get anything until
how many weeks
I feel like we'll get it before.
Drops?
Yeah, I feel like we'll get it before the season starts, though.
Yeah, how many weeks until the reunion drops?
At least 3 to 4 weeks, because if they filmed it today, we have at least 3 more episodes. At least I would probably say maybe 3 to 4 more episodes, but we have at least, because they're on it. Well, no, actually no, because they're on the second trip now, and usually once they get back from the second trip, we usually get like maybe 1 to 2 episodes.
Yeah, so somebody puts on an event. Okay,
yeah, maybe 3 episodes.
I'm saying it right now. Expect to see a teaser for what is coming for her at the end of the reunion.
I don't think so.
I think so. I don't think they're going to have it all done, but they're going to tease it.
Okay. All right. I definitely think there's going to be a one-on-one, though. I do believe that. There's going to be a one-on-one. And I think... wait a minute. Traders 3. Wait a minute, what? Traders 3 going to show Friday Pacific Standard Time on Peacock. Wait a minute, I thought Traders ain't coming on tonight. Am I tripping? I thought Traders came on tonight. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, y'all talking in the chat. Bap, go ahead, boo, and then I'm gonna get you, Kat.
I think that her going to rehab at this particular time is a brilliant thing. For one, it helps with her legal situation, because it shows that she's at least on paper making a real attempt to rehabilitate herself, to help her stay out of jail. I don't think she was going to go to jail in the first place, but definitely helps make the case for it. As far as the show, it definitely helps her, because it kind of cut off a lot of the arguments that they were going to make against her right at the knees, because during the show, she was kind of unrepentant. She was defying all that sort of stuff. Putting herself in rehab addresses all of that before it even, before they even start to film. As far as like if they'll do a sit down between her and Andy, I think that would be a good idea. I think that might happen like midway between the reunion and whenever the new season is. But she has a built-in storyline for the new season, so
absolutely.
I think that all works out for her.
Her sobriety, going through what she went through, realizing how bad. Yeah, she's definitely got a storyline. Yeah.
Easy storyline, easy one too. It's public.
But overall, I was mad at Karen this season. Like Karen is probably, I can't even say probably. Karen is my favorite on Potomac, and the whole drunk driving thing is something that's like near and dear to me because I know people who, well, I know a person who took other people's lives because of drunk driving, and so it's like, yeah, it's a horrible decision to make and to make repeatedly, and so to see her be so defiant, I was really disappointed in Karen this season. So hopefully she takes the rehab situation seriously. Hopefully it affects some real change in her. But yeah, that's all I had to say so far.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Bat. I think honestly, for me, the biggest thing for me is I think Karen really truly has a problem that she maybe this forced her to really accept that she has a problem. Kat, what you got to say, babe?
Imagine seeing that video?
I'm thinking that because I know she said that she experienced some trauma when she was in college. Maybe she started drinking to kill that pain, and it just overflowed and overflowed and overflowed. Now, the thing with her drinking and driving, this is not Karen's first time drinking and driving. A lot of us drink and drive. We just don't get caught. We're not supposed to, but you know, you left the club, you in the car, whatsoever, knowing you ain't supposed to drive, but you just don't get caught, or sometimes you do get caught. So I'm not saying that I'm not finna, you know, I'm not finna criticize other people when I know some people does the same thing, which is not good. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Don't come in the chat. It's not good. But what I'm saying is with Karen, yes, I would go to rehab, so I would get a lighter sentence. Hopefully she won't get sentencing, because sending a person to jail when they got an alcoholic problem is not going to solve that person's problem, because the only thing they're going to do is start back doing what they was doing before they got locked up, because they don't have the mental capacity or getting the help that they need to focus on getting off of the substance. That's why a lot of these people that get locked up for drugs and stuff, as soon as they get back out, they on it. They can't get to it, so it's a mind thing. It's like you can't get it, so let me focus on something else. But as soon as you get out, if you haven't completed those demons gonna attack you again. So you got to get on your knees and pray to get that demon up out of you, because it's a demon. It's a demon in your body. You just got to get it up out of there, because every time you go somewhere, it wants you to feed it. And another thing, with the reunion, if she's not there, the reunion is gonna be trash. Because who want to hear about Bigfoot Mia lying all over again? Don't nobody want to hear that mess. I mean, don't nobody Gordon got senile, he ain't senile, and all that bullcrap. Don't nobody want to hear about that. Don't nobody want to hear about Stacy and TJ, because TJ is not into Stacy. He probably into Tracy, male Tracy, well, allegedly. But I'm just saying, that's going to be the most boring reunion ever. I mean, because who's going to bring the fire? Karen is not there. Karen is carrying that show really on her back, really and truly. She's carrying that show, because they come for her. Yeah, she's defiant, but she's old, and she's stuck in her ways. And if you come for her, yeah, you know, we all know Karen be lying, but when you come for her, she gonna have some fire for you to take back to you. So the reunion gonna be crap without Karen. And if I've seen, there's a lot of people that's on Bravo that have done a lot of stuff, criminals, overcharging old people, taking old people money, and they back on Bravo. So if she's off there, she didn't hurt anybody but herself, which she could have hurt somebody else. She didn't hurt anybody but herself in the car. So I feel like this. Yes, Karen, you was wrong for drinking and driving. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, we've seen people do way worse things and back on Bravo. So I don't think that she should be stigmatized or punished for doing what she's doing when other folks have did worse. Even though we don't condone it, but we don't think that she should be pushed off just because she got caught with this situation. But that's all I got to say.
Okay. Well, appreciate you. Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Anybody wants to come up, because like I said, we ain't gonna be here long. But I did want to come down here and talk to the people and let y'all hear what y'all had to say. I agree. I don't know what we're gonna get at this reunion, because again, we already had a whole conversation earlier this week about Mia and how we're just over Mia. We don't care. We're over it. The lies, we're just over it. And I just don't think we need 2 episodes of Mia and Jacqueline and Mia and Gordon and Mia and Ink and Mia and this and it's real convenient how her and Ink ain't together anymore right before they're filming the reunion. Isn't that real convenient? Giselle, we never really got the full story with her and the her dad and the will. That takes that's one segment, if that long. Ashley and Ashley finally getting her divorce. She probably can't even talk about it. I'm sure he's got some sort of non-disclosure that she can't discuss the terms. So all she can probably say is, yes, we're divorced. Everything has been finalized. Yes, that's great. We make it a little bit.
Do anybody even care anymore?
We don't.
Wait, who got divorced? I'm sorry.
Ashley. We make it a late. We make it something with Jazzy and her baby daddy. We make it a little something for that. Kiki, and we don't care nothing about Kiki and nothing she got going on. Yeah, I mean, we just don't. It's just nothing there. So I agree. Between Mia and Karen, they really were what the reunion was going to be built on. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we. Well, first of all, Bravo is going to stretch this out to at least a 2-parter. At least a 2-parter.
They're not missing their money.
But I'm sure it's not going to be. I'm sure we're going to be over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we're going to be over it.
I mean, they're probably going to sit there and stretch out a bunch of things, and most of the conversations will be coded with, well, we would talk to Karen about it, but, you know, she's not here. Like, that's going to have to be what have to reunion. I didn't even watch the season. I'm not going to hold you. I didn't even watch it. It was pretty boring to begin with, and they lost me. But based on what I've seen in, like, your reviews and other people's stuff, I agree. This reunion going to be a little trash.
Yeah. Correct. Karen didn't plead guilty. She did not plead guilty. She went to trial and she was found guilty. She should have but I agree. she should have tried to get a plea deal. She definitely should have tried to work out something. Who told her to
plead not guilty?
Who told her to plead not guilty?
Karen told herself to plead not guilty.
I was gonna say ain't not now one lawyer what they saw told her to plead
I don't think
not
a
guilty.
lawyer, yeah.
Ain't no way.
I think a lawyer can only do what a client allows them to do, and I think that
yes.
I don't think that Karen would admit that because I'm sure once they saw that, they tried to get that video suppressed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they knew how bad that video was, but that's why it's no way that video. I mean, I don't think they could have stopped the video because it's the freedom of information. But at least if let me say this, and I'm asking the two of you guys up here, y'all be honest with me. Had Karen immediately gone into rehab as soon as it happened, if she had immediately gone into rehab and maybe skipped this season, when that video cam was released, would your opinion have been different about what you were seeing? Right. Me too.
Yeah, I probably would have just cared less. Like, it would have been just kind of funny to see it at that point. Because it's like, we know
this lady called herself Thomas Jefferson's concubine. That would have still been
funny. Right. Like, it's like, yeah, girl, we're glad you went into rehab. You definitely need, like, I think, and when I say our opinion would have been different, maybe different isn't the word I'm looking for, but less.
We wouldn't care as much. We wouldn't be as
might have been less judgmental, or I don't know if the right word, but y'all know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we would have.
It would have definitely been less impactful because she was in that season. She was acting like she was somehow innocent. Yeah. Then you see that video and you like, ma'am.
Right. You're like, girl. Thomas Jefferson. Like, I'm sorry. If she had went straight into rehab and all of that would have been through, this reunion would be. Well, not the reunion because she probably wouldn't have been on the season. She would have been on half of it. But we'd be talking about Thomas Jefferson's concubine as a joke. Like, she'd be able to make merch out of it and this, that, and the third at this point. But because now we're finding out exactly how bad it was, now it's just like, it's just cringe. The whole thing is extremely cringe.
And can you imagine basically seeing the whole world react to that? That has to be humiliating for her now.
Has to be.
Hopefully.
It has to be.
Yeah, hopefully it has some impact on her. Hopefully she'll take this rehab situation seriously because she needs to. Because, like, I agree with you, really, B. She definitely has a real problem that needs to be addressed.
Ashley said they might talk about Karen without her being here. Oh, they absolutely are.
Oh, they absolutely are.
Trust and believe Andy is absolutely going to ask the ladies how they felt about seeing the tape. What they're going to have. They're going to
have
ask.
to.
Absolutely.
It'd be awkward not to. Like, also,
yeah, they're going to ask. Yeah, they're absolutely.
And they're hoping that Giselle will toss it. And I promise you, they're hoping Giselle will toss some shade, some good shade right her way for it.
Or Mia, because Mia is up for it.
I forget about her.
How did you forget about Mia, child? I
like that.
Because I don't deal with children, and there are parts of her body that are younger than 18, and I'm not interested.
Hold on a second, y'all. Pablo Lover, you asked for the link, boo. I dropped the link, so I'm waiting for you to come up. You wanted to come up for a minute, so I'm giving you an opportunity before I shut it down. So I dropped the link. So I hope I don't know if you're trying to come up or not. Amanda said, I think if production aired the majority of Wendy and Giselle's sit down at the beginning of the season, they could have a big portion of the reunion to talk about. I agree. And I think we should have spent more time on Giselle and Wendy and how they were able to come back around. I mean, now we all know that basically production told them, y'all need to find a way to get along or one of y'all got to go. We know that that's what really happened. But how did y'all get to a point where y'all could at least not only, and they weren't even just tolerating each other. I think they really got to a point where they were actually okay being around each other and interacting with each other in a respectful way.
Oh, yeah. That's a reason to might consider watching it. I mean, it'll probably be on bootleg once everything over, but maybe.
Mo Walker said maybe it didn't hit her until she actually saw the video. Let me say this.
That's not when she first saw that video. She's seen that video a month ago.
That might be true, but remember, she saw the video before she went to trial. So even if she didn't realize how bad it was until she saw the video, she still saw the video before she went to trial because that was a part of discovery.
It had to be part of discovery.
Her attorney had a copy of that video. Right. Her attorney had a copy of that video before she went to trial.
I mean, to be fair, I'm sure her attorney I'm sure they've had a copy of that video basically since like the day after it happened. Because here's the thing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
If you are of the caliber that she is, there's a reason that didn't come out until just now. Because
it didn't come out until she was found guilty because it was still evidence.
It was
the minute her trial was over. The same day that she was found guilty.
Uploaded because all the evidence got uploaded.
Right, because
all the evidence is public knowledge.
Trust and believe, all the media outlets already had that video. They probably just weren't allowed to show it.
They weren't allowed to show it.
I mean, maybe Maryland law states that they can't because it was part of an Had she pled guilty and took a plea deal, it might have already come out. But because it was a part of an ongoing investigation,
they couldn't drop
maybe they couldn't show it. But literally, that video was released the day she was found guilty.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Somebody said that the plea deal they offered included jail time. That's why she didn't take it. I bet money, and they may not have offered a plea deal. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That lady too old and too famous for them not to offer her a plea deal on a DUI.
Yeah, they probably would have suspended any jail time.
They offer her a plea deal. And I promise you, it probably didn't.
Go ahead, boo.
I would say it might have been like a few months, if anything. But at her age, it was probably a hefty check.
Yeah.
That they wanted.
They offered. I would put money on that. They offered her a plea deal, and it may have included jail time, but it may have been a suspended sentence, right? I see you backstage, Pablo Lover. Hold on a second, boo. I'm about to bring you up.
I think if she gets jail time now, it's going to be suspended.
Oh, thank you. Oops, upside your head. Now someone brought up Drag Race and you used that picture.
Pablo Lover.
Hello.
Pablo Lover.
Hi.
Hey, boo.
How you doing?
I'm good. What you want to say, babe?
Oh, I just.
Oh, you don't have to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera.
No,
hold on.
I do not.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay, no problem. I didn't want you to think you had to be on camera.
Thank you. I'm an internet idiot.
I can't hardly hear you, baby. What you say?
I say I'm a technology idiot, like internet technology things. So I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, okay, you say you're not that good with the
Yeah.
technology. It's all good. We
Oh,
Right.
here
okay.
now.
We
Thank
can hear
you,
you, boo. Go
Angel.
ahead.
My
It's okay. Hey,
translator.
Mister.
Um, this I really wanted to there was a specific thing, but I'm gonna let you guys carry on until because I know you circle back into subjects sometimes. I'm gonna let you guys carry on. I don't want to break the flow.
No, what did you want to say? Go ahead and say what you want to say, babe.
All right. So what's up? This is my problem with the whole ROHP and Karen, right? Um, I I know I'm not in the popular, opinion section. Karen is really, I know, grand dam, jokey, jokey. To me, that lady is suffering. And I know trust me, a family member of mine was wiped out by a drunk driver. So I
Mm-hmm.
have a
My condolences.
huge, sorry.
No,
She
I
said
just said
she's
my condolences.
yeah.
Oh
Your I can.
yeah. So yeah, it's hard, but I had the same I had the same feeling about Orange County people. That lady, I don't want to say her name because I like her, but she also did create a situation that was horrific. But for not killing anybody, but they're
Right.
really good at burying. I would say if you look at the palm the front of my palm as opposed to the back of my palm. So I just like Karen is not. I don't think she's irresponsible. There's just
Okay.
a certain point. Sorry, really big. Uh, I want us to be a little more caring. The way they care about their drunks and their murderers, and they are just derelict people. Sometimes you don't have to agree. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm on the opposite um, you know, opinion.
No,
But
your opinion is your opinion. Your opinion is not wrong. It's your opinion. It's hard to hear you. So I just want to paraphrase and tell me if I'm wrong. You said that your opinion is a little different because you have dealt with it in your family. You have had a family member that was a victim of a drunk driver. So
correct.
you feel like people aren't maybe given as much consideration to the other side of how serious what could have happened as a result of Karen drunk driving. Am I sort of repeating that right?
I think the interesting part is I'm finding myself actually giving Karen grace, even though my family member was wiped out by a drunk driver,
Right.
because I watch the disparity of when there is a different race given grace on OC, for example, right?
Oh,
I see it as a similar thing. I have actually been affected, but I see the difference. Also, the thing is, our community, we are much harsher on our own than we are. Let's say, what's her name already on the Orange County? the rich lady, I'm not gonna say her name because I I really don't. The way I think they get a PR system and they know what to say to, snake out of, responsibility.
Oh, so
And
you think we're
now,
hard? You think we're sort of
yeah,
too hard because
yeah,
like we're harder on our
that's what
own.
we do. We hold our people way. We're like, you know better, you know
Oh,
better, you know better. And then when it's person that's not ours, we're like, oh yeah, yeah, who cares? It's not us. But we hold our people in a much harsher, you know,
right.
situation. Like I saw Ray, like the way he handled her. I think we should handle Karen that way. Even though, seriously, I would choke anybody else. When I saw the way, I will not say her name because she did the same thing Karen did. And literally, if you look at court cases, she has had that same situation. She had a PR machine that Bravo enabled. Why did they release that video of Karen? That is disgusting. Why did they do that?
Okay, so you think we'd be okay. It's really hard to hear you, but I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying, babe. So you feel like that us as Black folk are being too harsh, even though you have been a victim of it in your family, because you feel like the other shows like the Real Housewives of Orange County and stuff have had a drunk driving situation, and you don't feel like people came down as hard. Is that what you're saying? I want to make sure I'm getting it right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And also New York, Luann, the Lesseps. It is ridiculous. Those, you know, like the thing is, I would go because this is the training. I would go. I'm like, you should not do this because you will be treated harsher because you are of a certain ethnicity. The other lady can
Right.
prance around. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sorry.
No, it's just
Hopefully,
really it's really muffled. I'm trying, but I know you said you weren't good with technology, so I don't it's probably it's
I
just muffled. But
you know
I can yeah.
I am going to shut down. I think because I have a headphone. Let me try something. I'm gonna shut down my little Bluetooth.
Mm.
Is that better?
That's a lot better. What were you
Oh,
doing,
thank
girl?
God.
That's 100% better. Okay. Now
Oh,
I'm gonna let you
it's
say
a damn
it.
Bluetooth.
Oh, your Bluetooth. Okay. Well, now you know. The next time you click the link, you know what to do because this is
I
100% better. Okay.
apologize. I apologize.
Okay. No problem. Go ahead and say. I want you to get your point though, because I want people to understand what you're saying, and then I'm gonna let everybody get their last words, and we're gonna
Thank
go ahead
you.
and get off. So go ahead and say it, boo. I didn't want to paraphrase for you. Go ahead and say it.
No, by the way, you paraphrase really very well. So my point is, there are three things that I wanted to point out. When we think about Karen, of course, what she did was horrific. But if you consider, um, what you call like a comparison with other people of, look at my hand, like the black and the palm and the back of your hand, right? Luanda Lesep, whatever Shannon her name is,
Shannon
the
Bedore
great.
she was from Orange
Yeah,
County.
it's like, okay, what they do, it's like literally, it's like a Karen behavior. I messed up. Sorry, boo. Oh yeah. We let them go. How many times, if people say, "Oh, Karen," it's not the first time she. Do you know how many times those ladies did it until they were caught? Like, we're, because of the way we react, we hold ourselves in such a high standard that we don't allow our own to make the smallest mistake. We
I'm
need
gonna say
to.
this though. I hear you, boo. But I'm gonna say this. I also think it makes a difference how you choose to handle it. In Sharon's case, Sharon immediately, you know, she apologized, she cooperated, she pled, she Karen played in I feel like Karen played in everybody's faces for the last 6 months. You know?
Yeah. Does anybody else see the parallel? Because there's a difference between one thing that really kind of triggered me is when she was with the police officer. She mentioned it seems like it's like a nonsensical thing, where she said, "I am the spouse of Thomas Jefferson." What she was referencing, to me, I don't know why, but I have kind of like a history, you know, education, like my, you know, undergraduate things. I think she was trying to speak, but she was too intoxicated, and she was trying to speak
Right.
to a white person. It I don't know why. I'm not saying what she did literally. This is a person who's directly affected. And I'm telling you, I'm not giving anybody grace who decides to drink and drive. It has affected our family in such a tragic way. And so, but the thing is, I'm looking at parallels. I always look at parallels, how certain people, are treated. Luan literally said, "I will kill you," to a peace officer, which is an automatic. If you're not a bravo, if you're not a celebrity, if you're not a person of privilege, you like they will tag on so many. This is just from my background, my professional. They will
Can I
tag
ask
on.
a question though?
Yes.
Wasn't Karen being given grace most of the season and prior to the season? Like people were willing to give her the benefit of the doubt up until that video came out because of the fact that Karen was so defiant.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
I know. I
yes.
think Karen was given a lot of grace, honestly. And
A lot.
again, I think the difference is the way Karen handled this. In my opinion, and again, you have a right to your opinion, babe. But I think that Karen, I don't, I don't think this is a situation of double standards, because I feel like in other situations people handled it differently. Shannon pled
Mhm.
She pled guilty and she accepted the consequence. And in her case, the video came out immediately. Remember, we saw the video of somebody's ring cam of her running her car into somebody.
Yes.
So but I think she never came out here and said it's all a misunderstanding. I was just very upset that night. I wasn't drunk. And then Karen literally could not put together a coherent sentence.
Not one.
Karen literally lied to us for the course of about a year. And so the
Yeah.
reaction she's getting right now is because she lied to us for literally just about a year. That's all
Yeah,
that it is. I don't think it's a double standard.
I literally will not. I cannot dispute anything of any what you are saying. I completely. I had the same thoughts, and when I saw it, I was furious, and I was like, Karen, how could you? But I think I don't know how to explain this. My thing is, we are so much harsher on people of ours. our communities.
I won't even say that's untrue because we are very much harsh on
Yeah,
each other. That's true. I just don't
we
think that
we
it's necessarily
we
the case in this
we
instance.
hold each other at so much of a higher standards. Like
But
we are at a top 10 every time. No person of color can dare to fart. Excuse my language, really big, but you know, it's like everybody else can just like look at the every look at the what you call the Beverly Hills people. Garcelle cannot even complain about anything after her own son has been literally like murdered, you know, like
Right. So,
attacked.
right. So I agree with what Bap is saying. I do think that we are harsh. And I do think that there
Yeah,
are times when there's a double standard. I just don't think this is that example. But I
I think
agree with
we
your
need to
point.
lower
I
our
agree with your point, though.
ethics.
Yeah.
We need to lower our ethics to match these ghouls. To be honest, pardon, people who are ghouls that I consider ghouls. We need to just like it's to me okay. So Karen did that. It is horrible, but to be honest, when I look at the parody. Okay, so Sharon, whatever her name, Shannon said, "Oh, sorry, that's a Karen mode." Okay, they f up, then
That's
they
but
smart.
cry.
those are different situations, right? Because the reality is, in every situation, if you do something and it negatively affects people, you should apologize for that and then maybe work to atone it. The difference with Shannon is when Shannon did it, she immediately gave a for real apology. She acknowledged what she did. She took on whatever was handed to her in terms of justice, and she moved on. She didn't act like it didn't happen. She didn't try to downplay it for months and months and months on end. She didn't try and say, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. She said, yes, I was drinking. Yes, I drove my vehicle into that place. No, I should not have done it. I'm very sorry that I did it. I would like to let's move on. At that point, we as the public, we can either choose to just be mad just for being mad's sake because you did something we don't like, or we can move on with you. In this situation, and that's what happened, right? With her, we moved on with her. In this situation, Karen went out, got drunk, decided to go driving, caused an accident, got arrested, was belligerent with the police officers, fighting them back, saying all kind of crazy things. She then came to us down here to the internet and the television and said it was none of that. It was a misunderstanding. I was just frustrated. I wasn't even drunk. It wasn't a big deal. It never should have been that.
And she will be vindicated. And she told us that she was
going to be vindicated. She told us it was never going to look like this.
Mm-hmm.
She made the assertion that this was never going to be what we saw. Then you go to court, it that resolves, and we find out that it is everything you said it wasn't for. You told us for months.
Listen.
And then we find out that it's everything you said. We're not angry. The reality is we're not holding her that much to the fire because she was drinking and driving. We're holding you to the fire for lying to our faces for months and months on end over something that could have been your business and could have stayed right there.
But doesn't this go back to my original point? Everything you said, like there is no one who will disagree with everything lined up. That should be like literally a brief to the court.
I think the thing is, I think the disconnect is where we're holding her accountable. I feel like the accountability is less about the drinking and driving and more about how she responded and how she talked to us and made us to feel about it. And then for us to find out that you lied to our faces, because the reality is somebody going and committing a crime that had nothing to do with them and didn't affect them really is not going to be that big a deal. But when you came, you brought us into it.
You should be a freaking lawyer because the points that you made are on.
I watch enough of it.
No, this is not even like a joke. It's because it makes sense. But what I'm saying in the fake what they call quote unquote reality world, it is disproportionately negatively affecting people of color that commit the same, grievances.
Oh, well, that's been since
Right.
the beginning of that's
See,
been since the
Karen didn't
beginning of this
even give us
country.
the chance to do that for her. If it had been a situation where she had the drunk driving incident, and then right away Bravo was like, "You're never going to be on our show anymore," or whatever, right? And then people could be like, "Hey, that was disproportionately negative," or whatever, right?
Oh, it's gonna
Right.
You didn't
happen.
hold XYZ
Oh,
person accountable like that.
she's not getting fired. She's
No,
not.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
gonna
not even
happen,
saying she's
and
getting
then we're
fired. I'm
gonna
just saying
complain.
Karen didn't even give us the chance
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but
with
here's
you.
the thing,
To be
though, if I
mad.
may.
Yeah, she didn't give us the chance to be mad on her behalf because she lied
Right.
repeatedly. She just lied and lied and lied. And that's
Yeah,
Right.
Karen's
that's what
fault.
people who commit crimes do. They have to lie to
No, that's
really
what
get
alcoholics
to.
do.
That's all
She
right.
is deep in the throes of alcoholism. That's what the real
Yeah.
thing is.
Because when that Jacqueline lady or Shannon, she committed the same crime and admitted it. Karen
No,
did
she
not.
did not immediately admit it. She literally pretended she left her car in the middle of the road and pretended she was walking her dog, Archie, while bleeding. They had to
Right. But
literally
what we
grab her.
right. No, we're not talking about the night it happened. She was drunk. She did what drunk people do. We're talking about when she got arrested, she pled guilty. She did not let this drag out. She did not let it turn into a whole storyline where she said, "Hey, I didn't do it. This is all a misunderstanding." That's what we're saying. Shannon lied because that's what drunks do. But this is not
I've gotten
drag
pulled over drunk and I not in the car, but I was walking drunk and I lied.
her walking away
But
pretending
you
like she was
lie.
walking her dog. Like, I mean,
That's
but,
what. Yeah, I ain't trying to get arrested for being drunk while I'm drunk. What?
right. You know what I mean? But it's not funny.
Sorry.
But you know what I
No,
mean? But
that was funny
but
about the walking and walking
That
drunk.
was
right,
hilarious.
get out the
I
car
didn't know
like she was walking
did
a dog,
that.
right? But it was just it's just the thing is Karen has spent this whole season talking about how she was gonna be vindicated, and so when the I knew that tape was bad when Karen's attorney tried to get it tried to get the tape
Suppressed.
thrown out.
Baby.
I said, that
terrible.
cam. I said that body cam is bad. If they trying to get it, but I thought maybe she had just cussed the cop out. You know, I thought maybe she had just been belligerent. I did not realize how bad that tape was gonna be.
And y'all know
Baby.
we only saw the cut up version parts of the good parts of it. She was in there for how long? We didn't see the whole tape because they just cut it up to the parts we needed.
Yeah, it's almost like a Bravo TV show. It was edited to show Karen at the
It was
worst.
bad.
I mean, of course it was. Here's why, and I'll tell you why. Because when you get in front of a judge and you have to show this evidence, you're not trying to show them 3 hours worth of footage unless you need to. So we just gonna cut it. We need this part to this part. That's all we need to prove that lady was drunk boots. Okay,
Here's
she called herself Thomas Jefferson concubine.
Of her calling herself Thomas Jefferson concubine.
We don't need no more.
She told that man he was poor. I mean,
yeah, she did tell that man he was poor. You are poor.
And then
Karen, you're
one
also poor.
And
then she did the one
literally
thing.
not admissible. In they can say anything, they can sentence her, but in terms of the legality of sentencing, we don't know. My only concern is, like, let's say Karen has been like, I am a richy black person, blah 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 blah, Potomac, blah blah blah. And then you have Shannon and all of the Luann, the Lesep of, they are entrenched in PR. So they know.
Yeah, she should have been. Karen should have been entrenched in PR. She should have listened to her lawyers and her PR people. She didn't.
You'd be shocked. My only like really little flame, because I have, like black adjacent people, kids. It's just like, it's the scariest thing. I just say, don't get cocky, but then if you're drunk, then you know what, tone it down afterwards, blah blah blah, etc. etc. but it's treated on a different level. We just have to have the reality. Karen is treated. Why did they release that?
Because it's public
It's
information.
public record. It
No,
wasn't released.
it's not necessary.
You don't have a choice.
Shannon's arrest was public.
Baby. It's public record. They didn't release it. They didn't release it. The news people requested it, and because of the Freedom of Information Act, it is public record. Anytime there's body cam footage, people have a right to see it. The difference is if you're not a celebrity, nobody cares. But you can get pulled over. You have a right to get a copy of the body cam footage if you get pulled over by the police. It just so happens that she is a Bravo celebrity, because I ain't gonna say she's a celebrity, but she's a Bravo celebrity, and so it's something we want to see. So it's not like they went out, they didn't release it. It was requested, and because the laws in Maryland state that we have a right to see it, they had to release
it. But that is my point.
Hold on. Danielle, who are you talking to? Danielle,
look, I had to try it one time. Talking about we should mind our business. First of all, we are minding the business of the public record of the United States of America. That's what we're talking about right now. If that lady wanted us out of her business, she should not have ended up with a court case and a verdict.
That's the point. That's what I was literally about to say. If Karen didn't want that released, what she should have done, what would have been smart to do, would have been plead guilty from the beginning and just let it all go.
No, if you plead guilty, that's also public record. That's what you don't understand.
Well, that's the thing is, the reality is she should have never drove drunk. If she didn't want people knowing she was driving drunk, she shouldn't have drove drunk. Then she drove drunk and got in an accident. So then the police
and assaulted that poor tree.
Okay, the poor tree. Then she's verbally going off on police officers, this, that, and the third. All of this is a matter of her choices. This is not about her being black or us coming at specifically one person. This is because one person went out there and made a choice to do something really stupid. And the reality is, and extremely dangerous, choices have consequences. The consequence of you being publicly known while making stupid decisions means we get to be the ones to tell you about the stupid consequences you ended up with.
That's it.
But not only that, but again, it's no different. Us being able to see the body cam footage is no different than somebody being able to go and get a police report. It's just technology. But it's the same as somebody being able to go down knowing if somebody knew you got into a car accident on January such and such a day in 2020, whatever, that's the same right they have to go down to the police station and get a copy of that police report. It's the same thing. It's just now technology is advanced. So instead of a police report, people can get the body cam footage. That's it.
It's for every case, every single case in the state of Maryland, every single one.
Yeah,
no exceptions.
If I just may say one last thing before I jump off.
Okay, Boo, because we all about to jump off.
I just want to listen to you guys. I would like to listen to you guys. This is a thing. You don't have to plead guilty for the record to be available. The media chooses what is more salacious. And I think it's incredibly interesting that every time this situation come on, it's about, especially on Bravo. I mean, we've seen it. You can talk about tourism, They go, oh no, it never happened. No, wait, what? No, I don't believe it. I am telling you, you can watch it right now. I am telling you, the Karen tape has nothing to do with her pleading not guilty. You can put a Freedom of Information Act fire on, so long as it is on a docket. Why wasn't Shannon's police drunken video release? It's not because
Shannon went home. You just said so yourself.
There wasn't.
She went
there was
home.
no police officers.
I would like you to please. I if you can, this is your channel, and I don't want to insult you, so I'm gonna stop saying it. But there is a disparity.
Okay, baby.
It's not related to the pleading guilty, and I love you, and I'm gonna jump off, and I'm gonna listen to you guys. I love you. I love you.
We like different opinions over here on this in this
Okay,
space.
yes, please bring other opinions. It's nice to be able to discuss.
Yeah, no, I have no problem
I
with
just
difference of
love
opinion.
her because she's unfettered. She's like me. Like, yeah, this is what I think, baby. She's lovely. You're lovely.
Thank you,
and I
baby.
like you guys. Thank you so much for letting me jump in.
No problem. Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. We about to get off here. I'm gonna go watch me some traders. Anybody have any final thoughts? Angela, thank y'all for coming up. Bap, Angela.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts?
I mean, I think I'll leave it here. As I said earlier, two things or more than one thing can be true at the same time. I think Miss Huger has learned the true meaning of play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and also hopefully also learning why it's important just not to lie to people's faces point blank ever again, like not to the world. I hope that she can recover her fan base of somewhat. I mean, clearly some people will still love her, but that's a rough one to come back. Like, I'm good on her forever. I'm good because you can't lie to my face like that. I'm not interested. But shout out to her. I hope her time in rehab is lovely for her. Bravo. Lovely. I hope y'all look. Bravo. I hope y'all figure out how to earn a coin off of it because she owe y'all a coin.
Bravo gonna make their money.
She owe y'all a coin for missing that reunion, and you know it.
Ooh.
And with that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Bye.
Bye. Babe, I don't know if I've talked to you in 2025. Hey, Happy New Year, boo.
Hey, I don't really have any final thought that Angela didn't say. So just hopefully Karen take the whole rehab situation seriously. She probably gained a lot of leeway with I can't even talk. She gained some more respect from me by making the choice to listen to her lawyers probably and go ahead and take that rehab route, because you got to start making smart choices at some point. And
Thank you, Pav Lover. Thank you, boo. Thank you. And again, I don't want you to think I was jumping on you, but we just disagree. But I appreciate your thoughts, and I appreciate people having a different point of view. We don't all have to agree. You were respectful. I hope I was respectful. I didn't mean to be if I wasn't.
Ain't got to be no echo chamber.
Exactly. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't like that either. I guess Danielle wasn't talking to me because I don't see where she responded. So I don't know. I didn't know who she was talking to. She was like, I don't know what was going on with her, child. She was, I don't know. Maybe that was Karen, child. I don't know. Anyway, well, we about to get up off of here, you guys. I hope somebody said that. Okay, boo. Thank you. We about to get up off of here so I can watch traders before I go to bed, child. I gotta go to work tomorrow, honey. I don't know. I've been off work for 3 weeks. I don't know what to do with myself, but I gotta go to work tomorrow. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, Pav Lover and Caribbean Gal. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.